Warning, this video is going to be very scary. So, do any of you remember those Mickey Mouse cartoons from the 1930s? The one that were just put on DVD a few years ago? Well, I hear there is one that was unreleased to even the most avid classic Disney fans. According to the sources, it's nothing special. It's just a continuous loop like the Flintstones of Mickey walking past 6 buildings that goes on for 2 or 3 minutes before fading out. Unlike the cutesy tunes put in though, the song on this cartoon was not a song at all. All it was just a constant banging from a piano for 1.5 minutes before going to white noise for the remainder of the film. It wasn't the jolly old Mickey Mouse we've come to love either. Mickey wasn't dancing, not even smiling, just kind of walking as if you or I were walking, with a normal facial expression, but for some reason his head tilted side to side as he kept his dismal look. Up until a year or 2 ago, everyone believed that after it cut to black, and that was it. When Leonard Maltin was reviewing the cartoon to be put in the complete series, he said it was too junk to be on the DVD, but he wanted to have a digital copy due to the fact that it was a creation of Walt. When he had a digitalized version up on his computer to look at the file, he noticed something. The cartoon was actually 9 minutes and 4 seconds long. That's my source emailed to me in full. He's a personal assistant of one of the higher executives at Disney, an acquaintance of Mr. Melton himself. After it cut to black, it stayed like that until the 6th minute, before going back into Mickey walking. The sound was different this time. It was a murmur. It wasn't a language, but more like a gurgled cry. As the noise got more indistinguishable and loud over the next minute, the picture began to get weird. The sidewalk started to go in directions that seemed impossible based on the physics of Mickey's walking, and the dismal face of the mouse was slowly curling into a smirk. On the 7th minute, the murmur turned into a blood-curdling scream, the kind of scream that was painful to hear, and the picture got more obscure. Colours were happening that shouldn't be possible at the time. Mickey's face began to fall apart. His eyes rolled on the bottom of his chin like 2 marbles in a fishbowl, and his curled smile was pointing upwards on the left side of his face. The buildings became rubble floating in midair, and the sidewalk was still impossibly navigating in warped directions, a few seeming inconceivable as what we as humans know about direction. Mr. Melton got disturbed and left the room, sending an employee to finish the video and take note of everything that happened up until the last second, and afterward immediately stored the disc of the cartoon in a vault. This distorted scream lasted until 8 minutes and a few seconds in, and then abruptly cuts to the Mickey Mouse face at the end of the credits of every video, with what sounded like a broken music box playing in the background. This happened for about 30 seconds, and whatever was in that remaining 30 seconds, I haven't been able to get a silver of information about, from a security guard working under me, who was making rounds outside of that room. I was told that after the last frame, the employee stumbled out of the room with pale skin, saying,
"Real suffering is not known,"
7 times before speedily taking the guard's pistol and oofing himself on the spot. The thing that I could get out of Leonard Maltin was the last frame with a piece of Russian text that roughly said, "The sight of hell bring its viewers back in." As far as I know, no one else has seen it, but there have been dozens of attempts at getting in the file in rapid share by employees inside the studio, all of whom have been promptly terminated of their jobs. Whether it got online or not is up for debate, but if rumours serve me right, it's online somewhere under SuicideMouse.AVI. If you ever find a copy of the film, I want you to never view it, and to contact me by phone immediately, regardless of the time. When a Disney death is covered up as well as this, It means this has to be something huge. Get back at me. TR. I've yet to find a copy of this, but it's out there. I know it.